Hi guys, it's Nixxi. Welcome back to Challenge 4 of Nail Flex Top Nail Artist Season 6. This week is sponsored by Tammy Taylor and the theme is Love Story. So we've been asked to illustrate our favourite love story across 10 nail tips of any length using the gorgeous products provided to us by Tammy Taylor. And for the first time in this competition, I knew instantly where I wanted to start as the basis to my design. So I am really not one to cry at films, but there is an episode of the popular Netflix series Black Mirror entitled San Junipero, and it is honestly the most beautiful thing I have ever seen. And judging by its cult following, I'm not the only one who feels the same. So I'm going to try my best to tell the story, but without giving too much away to those of you who haven't seen it, because I really cannot recommend it enough. So the story starts off with a bit of an 80s vibe, where every Saturday the two main characters, Kelly and Yorkie, meet at a bar in this mysterious town of San Junipero, and each week seems to be set in a different era, and you don't know if they're time travelling or it's themed nights. It's actually neither of those things, but you need to watch it to find out. So eventually they fall in love, and there's this scene where they both wear really over the tops of 80s bridal dresses, and it reminds me of this toy I used to have when I was a child. And I think they're called fashion plates, and then you used to get sort of different tops and bottoms, and then you'd mix and match them, and then you put paper over and rub over with crayon and you'd get the design. Another thing I really loved as a child was paper dolls, so it kind of gave me the idea of layering the tips to tell my story. So I started by selecting my tips and gluing them together in 3 sets of 3 with 1 tip left over. And being 80s themed, there was a lot of neon lights throughout the film, so I decided to use an LED light. I wanted to paint Kelly and Yorkie as though they were paper dolls, and faces are always the hardest thing to get right, so I decided to trace them onto a layer of Tammy Taylor Flawless Finish gel polish. I attached the tracing to the tips using nail glue and then blended the seams using my e-file. I then began to trace the first outfit onto the clear nail tips using Tammy Taylor black art paint. I then cut out the faces and created the night sky using Feroce black and white gel paint. Then I continued to build up the outfits using a combination of blush kisses, exo beige, fawn beige, silver and gold gel art paints and glitter in lavender opal. With tips 7 to 9, I glued them together and then cut them in half using my e-file so that I could make a further 2 outfits. I definitely needed to include their 80s wedding dresses, and white gel art paint was perfect for this. I used my 10th and final tip to create a veil for Yorkie. I wanted to create different light up neon signs to correspond with the different outfits, and I decided that Tammy Taylor sculpt in warm pink would create the perfect mood lighting for my bridal scene. So I started by spreading the gel out and then squashing it under a sheet of perspex to create a flat plate that I could then trim and file into shape. An alarm clock was a regular feature throughout the film, so I wanted to include this and decided to use numbers 2002 as a nod to the year 2002, which was a significant year in the story. So this was my finished piece or pieces, and I hope you like it. Thanks for watching.